It's late, early, depending on how you look at it. So I'll get to the point. Mr. Stakes wants to know what my problem is with him. And I wouldn't necessarily call it a problem. I mean, it's not like I'm going to come on here and yell and holler and scream. Because I do that sometimes too, depending on the severity of what's going on. But I'll explain it. See, there was an issue that came up not too far in the distant past that is, I would consider a pretty large supporter and kind of runs in your pack. And his name is KK. And my wife and I came on the internet, and the one person that most people on this app have a huge problem with is with an attorney out of Alabama who actually uses her profession with proof, with receipts, with recorded calls, through chats, through text messages, uses her profession to contact agencies such as the FBI, such as CPS, such as police departments, such as district attorneys, such as opposing lawyers. You know, serious shit. And making false statements to these people because she's angry at people on the internet. Threatening to sue people, calling people's corporations, all with her professional license. And out of everybody on here that spends quite a few hours bitching about it and griping about it, was two individuals out here that, unfortunately for everybody, happens to be more of the poorer class of the United States, but at the same time was willing to go do really the only thing that a poor person can do to try to get it rectified, the situation solved, which was to go down there and actually make an appearance and actually use our First Amendment right and show the truth and show the proof within this person's own community, at the courthouse in which she practices, at the lawyer office which she gains her clientele from, make a few stops around to different agencies in person with proof. Yeah, that was me and my wife that were willing to do that. And there's a certain asshole that decided to come up on the beam and chum up with those same two people that you, Mr. Stakes, that Lynn, that Pat, that Abe, that all of y'all over there just chum it up with those people, which is your right. But those two individuals, along with another man, were publicly making scopes over and over and over again, trying desperately to try to intimidate me and my wife not to go, making false allegations that people were getting scammed so we could not get the money to go. And your boy KK decided that he wanted to bring his ass up on a feed and question my and my wife's integrity, and he was supposed to be one of the people that did not like Materna. He was supposed to be a person that was affected by Materna, along with you, Mr. Stakes, along with your friend Lynn, along with Abe, along with a lot of you people. So he was supposed to be on this side. And the same people that you keep chumming it up with, Rob and Shauna, were two of the biggest perpetrators and two of the biggest voices on here that were trying desperately through lies, through intimidation, trying to keep us from going. And then your boy KK validated their bullshit right there on his fucking scope, with all my supporters watching his sorry ass. With all people that are on the outside that were looking at it like, yeah, this situation needs to be handled in some type of manner. And me and my wife were willing to do that. And he decided he wanted to be a fucking smartass and be Mr. fucking cool guy and question me and my wife's integrity. And put a whole lot of people that I happen to care about in a situation where they could do one of the two things. They could either shut down KK's fucking sorry ass accusations with y'all's friends, Rob and Shauna, and stick up for us and come out with their names, which is what those people wanted, so they could then attack them and bully them into stop helping. To show that, hey, yes, I am so-and-so, and I gave the Turners money because the Turners aren't scamming. Or I could shut it down for the protection of those people and just refund all the fucking money, so that would keep them from even having to fucking say something. And that was your boy KK that did that. So now let's fast forward a couple months. So, well, let me back up. Okay, he did that. Now, Maternity, you, Mr. Stakes, has just questioned your character, even though people don't know who you are, which I will still commend you on that. But regardless, people admire the character or you as a human, even though they don't know your name, by your character on here. And it was being challenged with false allegations. And you didn't appreciate it. Lynn was having her business attacked, and she didn't appreciate it. KK had a transportation company, but somehow KK keeps coming up with, he's been having interactions with this bitch behind the scenes, been allowing this bitch to email her, and he admits, I have the clips where he has actually talked to her on the phone. Now, my reasons for going down there, which I'm not trying to diminish yours, but it wasn't for internet drama. It was because I had hardcore proof that the bitch has contacted and interfered with her license, contacted an opposing attorney, which was a very big part in us not getting legal documents that we needed to protect my fucking family. I have the proof with recorded calls that she has contacted a district attorney in a criminal matter and interfered with lies under the guise of her attorney's license. I have her on recording with proof that she has contacted CPS and brought them into my home. Those were my reasons for going down there. Which I'm not trying to diminish yours, but just a little bit more fucking important. And your boy KK decided he wanted to be a fucking smartass and a fucking big guy on the internet and decided he wanted to fuck that up. So now that you understand the severity of it and why it's not just Periscope entertainment, so then we fast forward, I don't know, a couple months, all while y'all are fucking chumming it up with Rob and chumming it up with Shauna, you know, the two biggest fucking, at the time, the two biggest fucking people that tried everything in the world publicly to keep us from going to try to find a resolution to this problem. You know, the ones y'all keep fucking sucking ass with. So then we fast forward, and lo and behold, this woman named Sam Bam comes up on the screen. And out of her own mouth has quite a bit to say about OKK. And my wife simply rescoped it and made a fucking joke out of it, just like he made a fucking joke out of my shit. And put a little bit of fucking music in the background, because why should I give a fuck? What, I'm supposed to care about fucking KK's feelings when it comes to something personal? Oh, okay. And then where you come in, Mr. Stakes and Lynn, where you come in is then you want to throw out your opinion on this situation, because I got you on tape too. And you want to do your famous Don Stakes condemnation and how it was wrong that we took pleasure in a personal matter. Is that ringing a bell with you, how personal it was with Materna and me and my family, my children? It was a little personal, Mr. Stakes, Mr. Don Stakes. And KK thought it was fucking entertainment. So then where you come in is you come up on a beam along with Lynn, and you have something to say about my wife simply rescoping somebody else's scope with a little bit of callous by playing a little bit of funny music in the background. And all of a sudden, you and Lynn, you felt the need to come up and give your opinion, and you throw out of your mouth how we were wrong. Well, were we? I'm supposed to give a fuck about KK's personal relationship with his girl about as much as he was giving a fuck about him being a fucking idiot online and being a fucking badass online, and because he wants to have a little fucking following, little viewers, and act like he's KK, and let's talk in third person all fucking night long while we drink ourselves in a fucking oblivion and try to fuck up something that I was trying to go get rectified the only way that I could. And I don't recall at the time, please correct me if I'm wrong, I don't recall at the time you or Lynn or Pat or Abe or any of your clan, Allie, RN Nurse, Glay, any of your clan, I don't recall any of y'all coming up on beams anywhere telling KK that was fucked up to do and he shouldn't have done it. Do y'all recall that? Because I don't. But you immediately jump on a beam when KK's feelings are a little bit hurt over a situation that Sam Bam brought online. Sam Bam brought online, not my wife. So now let's fast forward from that to now. Can you please explain to me, Mr. Stakes? And I'll call you Mr. Stakes out of respect. I talk to a lot of people that way. So don't let it go to your head. But all of your clan, can you please explain to me why y'all are still so outraged about Materna? Why do you give a shit? Why do you care? Why even continue to talk about all the things that this woman has done online and what she does in real life to people with her fucking professional? Why cry about it? Why get mad about it? Why get upset? What any more awareness can you bring online that it's going to matter to this woman? None. But when the opportunity and the two people that would have enough balls and nuts to go try, at least attempt to do something about it, some fucking dickhead comes up online and challenges my fucking integrity like that. And not one of y'all said a fucking word about it. So I'm a little fucking perturbed that now I continue to see the same. I even see KK, for Christ's sakes. Oh yeah, y'all have such a big fucking problem with Materna. Why? shit, it's very fucking apparent that you wanted to fuck up me going down there. That's pretty fucking apparent. So why even give a fuck? Why are you crying over spilt milk if y'all the chance to try to clean it up, some fucking asshole comes online to steal away the fucking towel. And nobody said a fucking word about it. And then y'all still sit over there, knowing that Rob, y'all watch the same shit I did. Rob and Cropper just fucking threatening every way they can. They're going to be down there. They're coming. We're going to go camp out at Materna's. Every intimidation tactic you could possibly use and following that gray line where it's not actually threatening people. Y'all saw the same shit I did. Shauna up there fucking lying. All of them fucking lying, saying they've already received money before to do this. And no. Half of you people were in the beams when we flat out said that we will be going. But we will not be accepting money until we are ready to go. And that's what we did. We waited. And everybody down here in these bubbles fucking know it. And y'all are still sitting there with Shauna and Rob and that whole fucking clan over there just laughing that shit up with them. That were the biggest fucking perpetrators of the shit fucking up in the first place, along with your buddy KK. But yet y'all are still crying about Materna. And trying to show how wrong it is. Why? That leads me to believe that it's just nothing more than fucking entertainment. And I have a problem with that, because this is not, that aspect of it ain't very fucking entertaining to me. You took it a little bit to heart that you have some fucking bitch online calling you a pedophile. Well, just imagine if that same bitch brought CPS into your fucking home. Or brought a fucking mental health check to your fucking door. To make you go through a goddamn mental health questionnaire. Or maybe called your children's schools. Or participated with the people who did. Think about how outraged you'd be then. Because see, you have the comfort, which is great, congratulations. You have the comfort of remaining anonymous. I don't. And so while y'all are on here trying to get fucking views and trying to bring this awareness that ain't gonna do a fucking thing for nobody, I'm trying to draw a point to a situation that does need attention. It does need to be stopped. It does need people that maybe have a lot of fucking money to put it into it. Or people that don't have a lot of money to get the money to go do something about it. Instead of sitting online and fucking crying about it all fucking day. So if you want condemnation on here over some words on the internet, because I've said some fucked up shit, and you haven't had no problem in condemning it, which I told you in the beginning, that's just perfectly fine, because I really don't give a fuck what people like about what I say, and don't condemn away. But what I am seeing a lot of is real shit. KK should have been told, you're a fucking asshole. And this could have helped all of us. And you should have publicly come out and fucking made that dude understand that there's more to fucking drinking and DJing and being a fucktard on the fucking internet fucking up shit that needed to be done. And not one of y'all said a goddamn word. But you got the audacity to call me out when I rescope his girlfriend? Why, because KK feels bad? Okay, I got you. See, there's a time to troll on here, and then there's a time to be fucking serious. And right now, I ain't taking a lot of you fucking people seriously. At all. Now, if that bit of truth that I just told you, because everything I just said was factual, whether or not you want to fucking admit to it is up to you. But I did not say one thing in what I just said for the last 15 minutes that was a false statement against anything that about y'all. It's the fucking truth. And if that hits you enough where you want to go side with all my enemies, not saying you will, so be it. But it's the fucking truth. And I'm not fucking happy about it. You see, what it seems to me that it's real popular on here to condemn the Turners for what they say on the internet. That's real fucking easy to do. You know why it's easy to do? Because you got 30 other motherfuckers that are right along with you. And you won't get pounded by this side over here. You don't get pounded by McKenna. You're not going to get pounded by Joanne. You're not going to get pounded by throwing kisses. They're not going to dig through your fucking life and try to find you. But you go condemning one of them and you know damn well what'll happen to you. And that's why you don't do it. Because they're fucking bullies and they get away with it. This whole chess match thing that y'all got going on, y'all got to understand something. This whole chess match that y'all play on here, when y'all came into this situation, we're not dealing with somebody said something to somebody on Periscope, so, we're going to maneuver around and see if we can break up this little Periscope gang over here and this little Periscope thing over here, and we're going to get this person under pressure where maybe they go away for a while. I get your game, and that's fine. I'm not saying that what you're doing is wrong. But in this situation, when y'all playing them fucking chess matches, you're affecting real people with some real deep fucking hurt that has gone on from a lot of fucking people on this fucking box in real life. And I don't fucking appreciate it. So if you give a damn about what's right and what's wrong, hey, you're a pretty smart guy. And a lot of people listen to you. But stop trying to stay lukewarm. Because I ain't playing that bullshit. And when you condemn me for something, but you stay out of what somebody else does, that shows me you're just playing a game.
You got Rona?
No. I need a drink of Dr. Pepper. Because there's a time to troll on here, which should be all that goes on here for people who find joy in that. But then there's a time to be fucking serious. Now, if y'all look at just Materna as just a person that's just fun to troll, then just say it. But don't come on here. I mean, you can. But I'm just saying, I don't respect you. And a lot of people aren't going to respect you if you just come on here where you want to make it appear like you want something done about this person legally or otherwise through their bar, because we're talking about a legal professional. We're not talking about some asshole on the internet. But if you just want the appearance of that you don't like what she's doing and that you really just don't care, but it's a fun topic and it's fun to do, okay, that's fine. But I would appreciate it that if you and your crew, if that's what your deal is, when anybody else, they can handle themselves. But when it comes to me and my wife and my family and Materna, and I got something to say against somebody like fucking KK, that fucking flat out for no fucking reason, did what he fucking did, I expect you to stay silent on that when it comes to me. Because I would never do that to you. But you didn't. So I hope you understand where I come from. And there's not one thing in what I just said that was untruthful. I didn't take anything out of context. I put everything in the place in which it needed to be. I didn't claim you made any statements that you did not make. What I did was I told you the truth, and I did it bluntly. And I'm not happy about it, because I would never do that to you. You haven't given me a reason to do that, just like I haven't given you a reason to do that. So, there's your answer. You asked, and I gave you my response. Y'all have a good night.